Sorry for the delay. I didn't even realize that the music playlist could run out. I'm end up having to feed the cats and get my coffee started. It's very much apologize. Yeah, I had to take care of more things than I expected when I went downstairs, so we'll be going here very shortly. The coffee is still brewing, but we can listen to chill vibes. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're back tonight with more Final Fantasy XIV. I have to step away in like 42 seconds actually to go get the second half of my coffee doing. I'm doing a French press this evening, and that takes just a little bit of extra time. But I wanted to have a good coffee for tonight's brew. I could have just threw some in the Keurig, but I was like, man, why don't I just make something nice while I'm down here taking care of the cats? And then time completely got ahead of me. So that's where we exist right now. Please ignore the title of the music. That is not true. This is actually what has happened. It is not a white lie. Yeah, I'm making what's it called? Delano's coffee roasters. See, there's my alarm for me to go break the crust. I'm making Delano's coffee roasters, Las Lajas, which is my favorite brew. So I will be literally right back. What a perfect image for that to switch to. Okay, we're back. I've got another like 7 minutes left on that brew, but while we wait, why don't we... Wrong one. Why don't we knock out our daily quests to try to get some classes leveled up. Let's see, what level is Aladdin? 78, but what level is my MSQ? I think 76. I need to get my MSQ up to 76. And my DPS up to 76. So we're gonna grab that. Pop the volume on. Go ahead and pause that. For people who've not seen how daily quests work in 14, here's a good primer. You grab 3 of them. These are actually the most spread out I've seen them in quite a while. And we will probably be done before my timer goes off. Not even joking about that. I'm gonna need to pick up some more gear here. Okay. Get started here. Get this destination up. So we have 3 things we gotta do. Gotta beat up an Echivore. Where's my chocobo? There we go. I love machinists so much. That's one done. Second one's what? The Esthetician of Ilmeg? Yeah, so we'll just ignore that one for the time being. Just head up here. Cross the zone, because we've got to go speak to some pixies about fancy things and stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Did I have a question? Yeah, I'd fix that. Okay, cool. Okay, so we just fly over here. The night theme here is really cool. Covetous Pixie. They... Snailing. And they're just gonna give me their stuff. And then we head back here. I'm excited. I haven't had this coffee like this in this quantity for a bit. I have a newer method, James Hoffman. Check out James Hoffman on YouTube if you do like coffee. He has a really, really nice method for French press. And I wasn't a believer when I first watched it. But I didn't know much about James Hoffman either. But I initially watched it and went, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. What? Why would you... That's like goes against the entire like point of French press. Why would you do such a thing? Because you don't use the press for the French press. His method is actually very simple. You get the right balance of coffee to water, of course. Put the coffee into the French press like you would normally. Pour in the boiling water. And you let it wait for 4 minutes. And by the way, there we go. We're done. That was like 5 minutes. Maybe if that. That was our daily quest. Hop on back to Paladin. We're gonna head over to... Did I not grab Fanow? Okay. Well, we didn't grab fan out. Oh well. We'll have to grab it. I'm gonna have to walk. I'm an idiot. So you pour the coffee over, and you wait 4 minutes. When 4 minutes have happened, take a spoon, break the crust that has formed on the coffee. The crust will be like nice and thick on there, and it's cool. Just break the crust, and then you scoop off the foam that's on the top and whatever like sediment is just hanging up there, and then you walk away. You leave it alone for at a minimum 5 minutes. He recommends something closer to 7 or 8, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but luckily your coffee will be cold. But the thing is, you use boiling water. If you just, you know, do the standard 5-minute brew and then push it down, it's too hot to drink. But like this, it comes down to a manageable temperature. You add your, you know, cream and sugar or whatever it is that you normally want to add to it, and you're good to go. And it actually is brings out a little more of the flavor of your coffee beans. It's very good. Very good. It is a slightly longer process, but very good. Hey, why don't I attune to my etherite so I'm not an idiot? Cool. And now we just have to have to head back over here and get ready to pick up MSQ. I'm going to be starting this here in a second. And there we go. There's my alarm again. So if you will give me just a minute, I'll get over here and then I'll walk downstairs and make my actual cup of coffee. I do have my water. That's ready to go. Hi, Nyargle. Welcome in. You didn't miss anything, Nyargle, because I was a little late starting. I actually even had my music run out, which shouldn't happen, but it did because I had a few things extra that I had to do downstairs. Okay, we're here. I have to step away for 2 minutes to actually go pour myself my coffee, and I'll be right back. Oi, a shiny yote. And Zilo's a spotted rabbit. Rabbit. Oh, with his big pointy teeth. Oh, that's no normal rabbit. Oh no, not a mongoose.
Computer, another cup of coffee, black.
I got my coffee. Delicious. Sorry, I'm trying to check something on my other screen here. I was wholly unprepared this afternoon. I got off work and I was like, you know, I could get ready for my stream, or I could watch Harvest and then take a nap. So you know which one I took. So I did do a little bit of work while I was watching Harvest. I have added, I don't know if you have seen, but I have shaken up the emotes just a little bit. There is now a follower emote that's the Lockely heart, but it's Twitch purple. So it's basically just the same as using less than 3. That'll only work here on my channel. And I also moved, I brought Derp back into the equation. Derp's back as a follower emote. And I also, because I never had a good place for it, and I don't like locking really cool emotes behind the tiers. I think the tiers should be like for special status emotes and not cool ones. So I have moved what out of the tiers because it was my tier 2 emote, and I brought it down to follower. What? Yeah, I brought that down to my follow. But then what I've also done, because I like the normal heart a lot, so I've moved normal heart to a subscriber emote, just a standard subscriber emote. And Zilo, because you're the only person who qualified for this, I've moved the golden heart over to the bit tier. So you have the higher tier, which is the same emote that you would get if you were a tier 2 subscriber, since you have donated me enough bits to get it. So we have 3 tiers of hearts. One for followers, one for subscribers, and one for higher subscribers and bits. Yeah. Is that all I did? I think that's all I did. Okay. Well, we've been dicking around enough in chat. Let's get to the story. Thank you. My artist did such a very good job. Bearing with it. Ishtola wears a haunted expression, Emmett Selk's words having clearly found their mark. The recent events plainly warrant further discussion. I think it best we wait until Alphino and the others are present. Emmett Selk included. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to Fanau and make sure that of the Yulmoran's withdrawal. After that, Slitherbow, the Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. Am I in the recommended gear? I am not. Go ahead and update that gear set again. What we are also going to do, Just so that you're aware, Nurgle, because I know that you haven't seen the Shadowbringers storyline. We're coming up to a part that's kind of a drag. So I'm planning on doing it off stream because it's considered to be like the biggest slump in Shadowbringers, and I don't want to dedicate stream time to it when there are much more important moments to do. So, not to say that it's not cool, but it's like a there's a lot of moments that are very much like the one we just had in the cave with Emmett Selk. And this one is basically like dicking around in a train yard for an hour and a half. And it's meant to be like a pacing thing, because after you finish that, you're sort of like nonstop go, go, go to the end. But it doesn't feel good to play. Or it doesn't feel good to waste time on when there's no major story implications. You're literally just learning about some side characters who are going to show up a little bit later. So I don't want to waste your time with it, especially with Endwalker being like 17 days away. We gotta go. Okay. Almet. You're returned, and unharmed, I see. Oh, indeed. I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. The death of a single eater should make such a difference. That the death of a single... Bleh, I can't even speak. As our numbers waned... That's waned. As our numbers waned, so did our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, with allies for whom we have waited these many centuries. And with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine that it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the Vis, our forebears, and the late Emperor Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. Bum 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 bum. Look at that cowboy. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Katana Ravel proved most enlightening. To be privy such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you may not be so humble. We do but our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still here with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does that not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. For as long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. Thumbs up. Is Rena still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbough shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they will be glad of your company. Yay! Thank you, Elmet. I look forward to the day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will wait till your return then. There we go. Okay, speak with Runar. He's where? Boop, 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 boop. He's over here, and I'm being lazy. Let's go.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, I see.
Yeah, Runar.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky.
Imagine being scared of the night
Children of
sky.
the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath.
Couldn't be me.
Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes.
The gray overcast sky.
The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered.
That's right,
We
Runar.
were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
No.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
Mm-hmm.
I will do as you say, but please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
We have got to go.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it.
Thank you, Ishtola.
We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
This coffee is so good, y'all. So good.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now and ever after. By the boundless dark, this I swear.
I should get a follower emote that's just like coffee. I gotta add that to the mental note board thing. Brain. Hi, Ardbert. Giving that smile. Complete. Out of the wood. You cannot help but feel that something is bothering Ishtola. Though it pains me to leave, it is time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. Hold on. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I will await you in my chambers. You got me covered. Oh, thank you. I know what you mean. Appreciate it. Currently, let me show you what's happening here. Just a second. Everyone's shouting Lahi in zone chat. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first, when we met at Fort Gone, your ether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light not unlike that of the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from you was not negated by Heideling's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Orion J also suspects as much, although he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than even we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray, inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. Okay, Ishtola. Huh. Where are we heading? Wait at the entrance of Slitherbow. Up here. Interesting. Very interesting. Indeed. Okay. Let's talk to this destination. It always hits me like a brick. You guys don't see it because my avatar doesn't move or shrink in a 3D space, but I just like got sent back 10 feet in my chair. We took one last look at the... We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who are poisoned will make a full recovery. Under the night sky return, their prayers have been at last answered. A nod. I'm talking like I'm sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we off then? Art thou certain this is best? I'll not deny that a part of me wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. But I pray I did honor to it. Oh. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Matoya's cave music. Speak wish to Shola at the Crystarium. Let's go. See you later, Lahi. We'll be back later. Enterprise TCS? Enterprise Total Car Service? What? What level is this quest? Does it tell me? Oh, never mind. I should have clicked on everybody. I thought I'm an idiot. That's all there is to it. All things considered, it is hardly surprising Alphino and Alize have yet to arrive, but where is the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see you again. Alphino, it has been far too long. I assume your presence here means you've brought word of the warden hiding in Larctica. Yeah, dude, we killed it. And I just slurped it up like a milkshake. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Yomo has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Norvrent to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Great Wood. Speaking of Yomo, what came of your meeting with Vothri? Ah, yes. About that. It proved to be... Ugh. Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you're all tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the warden, you deserved a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. Reconvene after everyone's had a chance to settle in. I have an idea for a points redeem that I really want to do, but I got to figure out how to make it work very well. I've already got everything set up for it. But I just haven't been able to really settle in what I want to do with it. Because you know how some streamers have things like, say something in X voice. Well, I do have something interesting already set up. But I need to figure out what I need to do with my avatar for it, because Lockely doesn't work for it. And I'm thinking I might get like a PNG tuber thing set up for it to switch to. We'll see. We'll see. Welcome back, sir. A return from a lengthy excursion, I take it. Well, your room has been made ready if you'd care to retire. Very good, sir. I pray you sleep sound and have pleasant dreams. Yeah, it's level 76, so I can't do that on Machinist. I'm gonna be level 80 before I hit level 80 stuff. 1000%. Oh, what's up, ghost boy?
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
Oh, that's good to know. I must stay the course for the others. What if that changes? What if it overwhelms me? Then I suppose there's naught to do but rest. I think the Lockely thing to say is to question it. Because this is like... This is... We gotta stay strong, guys. And this one is like... Granted, this one is very much me, you know, it is what it is. But I think the first reaction is to definitely question what happens. Like, what do we do then? So... And what if that changes? What if it overwhelms me?
Damned if I know. It's not as if I can lift a finger to help myself, much less you.
Thanks, Hardbert.
Have faith in your friends, look out for them, and hope that they look out for you. What more can you do?
Okay, Hardbert.
Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydelin being no different from any other primal.
I've had my suspicions for years.
If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
It's a good question, isn't it?
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascian stock in trade.
Aren't they, though?
Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare.
Okay, fair.
Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
I don't know if you've noticed the music, but it's the Maker's Ruin, but it's slow and gentle. Meanwhile, at the League of Villains... we're the anti-hero brigade.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long.
Agreed.
But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Okay, Estinian.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear...
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough. Though I have received some troubling intelligence.
Yeah, a meeting under a streetlight, you're correct.
One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Hmm.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
That's a good point.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital.
Oh?
Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
Hmm.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game.
Good question.
Something to consider at any rate. But come, there's work to be done.
God, I can't wait to go to Garlemald. Meanwhile,
These bloodless games make for poor sport.
Katana bearing Centurion, huh?
Mayhap if father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body.
I wonder who this is.
Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend.
What's up,
I know not
Xenos?
what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
As if it isn't blatantly obvious at this point. My enemy, my friend. I'm actually really glad that I didn't have to stream Stormblood, so I didn't have to do Xenos' voice. Oh, that seems bad. Who sleeps like this? I'm planking. Am I having a PTSD nightmare? Nope, it's still happening. Huh? That sounds bad. We should go check that out. Journey to the past. Bum, 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 ba-da-dump. When it rained. Ooh. Judging by his countenance, the manager of Sweets has ill tidings for you. I suspected you might be awake. I should scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of Sin Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we're safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Dude, like, I gotta do something. Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you're under no such obligation, and thus free to aid the townsfolk who may be in distress. The Exedra tends to become a point of contention in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. Alright, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's run over to the thing and talk to people. Ba-da-dum. 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 Destination. It is known. Standing right here, waiting for something. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Lockely. Disable auto events. No, what's Alize's voice? Lockely. That's not Alize's voice either. I've only just returned from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. We know the answer to that. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we need to postpone such discussion in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring he's able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed around the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, I'll take the southern ones. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Can you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetheryte Plaza. Yeah, sure, I can go pull some levers. Sprint. They go up here. And then I assume probably here or down here. Maybe it's just right there. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. As we go past Dynamite Boss. He sounds like a, or I guess they sound like a, that player name sounds like the name of a villain of like a light gun arcade game. It's me, Dynamite Boss. Or Metal Gear villain too. I was thinking, you know, I don't know if anyone has ever played the Virtua Cop series, but they're always like that. Guy, you know, like from Virtua Cop 1, dude like jumps up on the back of a truck and he was like, pretty bold, aren't we? I'll take care of you myself. And then he has a boombox on his shoulder that fires missiles. And I miss the Virtua Cop games. Those are actually pretty cool. Only I could mount here. Anchor. Alright, these controls seem simple enough to operate. Just pull both levers. Pull the lever, Lockely. Why is it taking you so long to pull the lever, Lockely? It's literally just a lever. Pull the lever! Despite having very little idea how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. It's a lever! How do you fuck up a lever? It's made so that any citizen can just run up here and pull the fucking lever. Come on. I had it in mind to potentially skip this part too, but there's a couple really good scenes that I thought would benefit from part of the playthrough. So when we get past this part, which will take a little bit, the next section I'm going to skip. Why does my laptop keep turning off? 1 second. I know why it's not plugged in. 1 second. There we go. I have my mod view up on my laptop, so I have to keep it running. See, that lever pulled. Ah, they were waiting for me to pull the last one. It's the same, same shield we set up in Doma. Interesting. And it went shing like a goddamn Gundam.
Sighted! They're coming!
Uh-oh. Pop that sprint button, let's go. That's a lot of them. Yeah, ram your face against the shield, idiots.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Good point.
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Yeah, let's do that. We should probably go help. Besides, I'm a Sin Eater killing machine. Oh yes, this duty. If Alphino is opting to act first and speak later, I don't doubt the urgency of the situation. Let's go. Alphino, you're looking like mighty distorted there, bud. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of Sin Eaters we just saw is any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. Let's go, 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 go. Come on, Alphino, there's no time to waste. They're turning the bears and the scorpions. Man, we're kind of having a rough day. What lovely weather. Thanks, Gaius. What lovely weather. Just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. A nod. Crystarian forces are engaging the Sin Eaters at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. Good thing I have Odin's sword. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Let's go. I hear shouting. Come on.
Let's give it our all.
Yeah, that's right. Tank coming through. Let's go. In fact, I'll be a healer too. Here you go, Crystarium Guard. Oh, buddy. Come on, big pulls. Let's go, Alize. Let's go, Alize. Big pulls. Oh, shit. Come on, let's go. Big pulls. Look at this one. It's a big one. Okay, we'll just kill these, I guess. These ones have, telegraphs, so I'm assuming I can attack them? No. Where are we going? Guys? We back here? The Zetos, they're moving towards Red Zika's round. We should follow, but we cannot neglect those in need of aid. You are correct, which I have no intention of doing. which is why I'm trying to do big pulls. Hey, asshole, get over here. Where's this forgiven deceit? Where even is it? Back here? Albino and Alize are being like borderline useless right now. Where are the eels? Right? It's bad here. I shudder to think what it is like elsewhere. There's that big eater. A timely arrival, Lockely. I have my hands full here. Mine own magic suffice to aid Y'shtola. I bid thee offer succor to the god. Of course she was single targeting and not AoEing. Come on. These guys are nothing. Nothing. What's next? We're going up? Oh, more have spawned. Cool. Gaboom. Get over here. Thanks for the galvanize. Just call it a limit breakdown. A most impressive trick indeed. As if you've none of your own. Let's make for the imperative, shall we? We gonna just ignore those up there? I guess so. A lot of sin eaters though, yo. Some hath made short work of these eaters. I bet it's our boy Thancred. Hey, what up? Lockely, you'll be glad to know the locals have all taken shelter. Nevertheless, we cannot allow the eaters to gain any ground. With me. I'm the tank. I am the tank here, Thancred. Look at this dude just provoking off of me. That can't be good. Yeah, the big ones are bad, like really bad. God damn it, we're all too late. These guys are gonna rise up as eaters, I bet. I couldn't save them. I'm sorry, man. I'll follow the Eater. You press on to the imperative. I'm staying with you. We've lost too many already. We must hurry. We're going. These Eaters are too organized. They cannot merely be acting on instinct. It's a cutscene. It is as we feared. Dude, you have a shield. Put your shield up. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. Mm-hmm. Oh, I am a fool. We'll talk about that in a minute. The lives of the wounded are in our hands. Wait, what's a shield, right? Yo, get over here. Stop attacking everything else. Attack me, you assholes. Look at me. I am the target now. I have my tank stance on, right? Yes. Oh, this is infuriating. Oh, you can beat up Urian J, I don't care.
On your feet.
That's a lot of eaters. That's a lot of eaters. Well, you're all coming with me. Get over here. Leave the guards alone. Doth wouldst let thine enemy attack thine supplier, succor? Yes. Yes, I would. Do you know why I would? Do you know why I would? Because thine supplier of succor, forgiven hypocrisy. Have care, that's no have care, that is no ordinary eater. Will sometimes go, all this and more I bring to bear, or something like that, and then he casts Death 5 on the enemy and they explode. So, he's fine. They're protecting us somehow. We shall need to deal with them first. Come on, come on. I don't have, let me look at my traits. No, I get that at level 78, which technically I'm not at right now. I don't know who's going, wah! But the Sea Eaters can have them. I feel a swell of ether. Gather around me quickly. Perhaps now is the time to put my research to the test. Wow. Can I catch them both in this? Hell yeah, I can. Six trumpet? What the hell? And yet still more come. That is a lot of fucking Sin Eaters, yo. Luckily, buy me some time. Alphino, I'll need ether. Right, everyone channel your ether into Alize.
If your tales will suffice, my strength is yours.
May the 12 guide you.
The stars shall grant thee succor.
Let's give them a show.
Did she just cast Ultima? I have an important question. Did she just cast Ultima? Duty complete. All right, let's go. So the thing I was thinking, I'll tell you what I was thinking. After this cool cutscene.
There are so many. Ah, God damn it!
Oh no, Lena. Yeah, that's right. You better fucking run. Lena, you weren't touched, were you?
They turned on me.
What? Oh no. Oh no. Thancred, no!
This one is mine!
Yeah, boy! Oh no, come on, dudes. Man, RSVP, is you right?
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Run! Run, damn you!
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
No. No. No.
No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back.
Help! Help!
This fucking
Why
game.
did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear!
This fucking game, yo.
Weapons and ready! Let's make this count!
Where were we 5 seconds ago?
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
Damn game. Yeah, RSVP those guys. Okay, well, battle's over. Let's talk to Alize. Yeah, poor Artbert. It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyway. Yeah, don't be all triumphant quest complete sound. Alize is contemplating that all that must be done in the wake of the battle. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am, but you could see to a few of the patients. It would be an enormous help. Captain Lena's about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there's any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Let's see who we can help. Dying Guard. Oh. Let's talk to Alphina real quick first. Barrett, just a moment
Here,
longer.
another cup of coffee, black.
You know, it's not a bad idea, because mine's empty. I think I'll actually be right back. Okay, I'm back. A little more settled back again. This game makes me fucking cry, y'all. Also, yes, I did actually create that be right back image in like 2 minutes while I was sitting here. I'm okay with Photoshop. I'm glad that it made you laugh. I was sitting there like, I don't like the fact that I teleport my character out. My avatar out. I don't like that I teleport out and put it on idle camera and then there's nothing there. Because I think idle camera is the best way to go when you're AFK in 14, to be honest. It has an AFK camera. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'm like, this should say like be right back or something in the corner. Like I should have something there. I have the Eorzea. I literally, this is my thought process for over 3 seconds. I don't like that there's nothing there. I don't like what happens if somebody comes in and they don't like what if somebody comes in while I'm gone and they like say hi and then I'm not here to respond to them? There should be something that says like AFK, of course. But I don't want it to look trashy. I don't want to just put white text that says be right back or AFK. Like, I know that most viewers don't give a quarter of a fuck, but I do. I give a quarter of a fuck. I care. I care about my presentation. This is even bothering me. So like I went and made an entire chat box that fits perfectly over FF14's chat box for the block, just for our chat. And I'm like, I have Eorzea's font. Okay. And I literally in 2 minutes whipped up a Photoshop. Put up Photoshop, very quickly created a gradient that looked gold, typed be right back in Eorzea font, saved it as a file and threw it in here. It matters to me. To me, it matters. The thing that I was thinking, where my brain went, you know when you redeem a sound effect? I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but when you redeem a sound effect, and I'm just going to redeem a random one, let's do, hey mister.
Hey, mister!
Up at the top, up here, it says so-and-so redeemed whatever. Right now, that is on the sound effects layer. What I would like to do is maybe when I'm playing 14, have it down here in the chat box. Because I have a little thing that just says so-and-so redeemed whatever the redeem is. Mainly so that if you're watching VODs, you're like, what the fuck is happening when all these sound effects and characters are popping up? I think it's important to showcase like what had happened. And also, you know, if anybody's watching and they, you know, perhaps they're hearing impaired or whatever. I know that I don't have the CC thing running, but like my computer has problems with streaming Final Fantasy XIV already. I don't need to add another program on top of it. Hold on one second. And Alexa just started talking. So I figured I would put that there. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Dying Guard. Can I help you, sir? Can I do anything for you, sir? I. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitches to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Can I clemency you? No, I can only clemency myself, so all I did was just style on a dying guy. Great! Good job, Lockely. I tried. Let it be known that I tried. Can I help you? thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me. I beg you. Man. Sad hours over here at the Hostile Imperative. You know what it's like, Glazed Donut. Where's the other one? You like behind? Where's this last dude? Oh, there you are. Can I help you? You okay down there? Don't touch me. I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them. I know, but I... Oh, real sad times here at the Hostile Imperative. How are you doing, Lena?
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
Just trying to check up on you. How are you feeling?
Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
All right, Lena. Oh, no. Lena.
Fine.
You are not.
Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
I'm sorry, Lena.
Impudent worms of the Castarium.
Oh, hi, asshole.
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance.
I'm gonna divinely retribute my foot up your ass.
The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and seed might live in peace and harmony.
Legitimately going to dunk your head in a toilet.
Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. But it's only right that they respond in kind.
Yeah, we're coming for you, dude. You're gonna get yours.
This be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming for this motherfucker. Don't we have like big ballistas on the Castarium, like all around the edge? Can't we just, I don't know, shoot his ass down? Because I think we should. Just get me in one. One shot, that's all I need. Alright, Lena. Lena is gazing solemnly upward, and it's not difficult to guess what occupies her mind. Vothri's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Tancred and Philia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Tancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. Would not be surprised if he was in Sparagatix still. Please, give them my thanks. Alright, let's go say hi to Tancred. Oh, I'm coming for you, Vothri. I'm coming for you. You don't fuck with my people like this. Oh, I've been thinking, I don't know if anybody would be interested, but I've been thinking of forming a free company for folks who want to play the game and hang out. Wouldn't be anything special. Would try to get a house, though. At some point. Just a thought. What's up, Tancred? You're here for me. I'm sorry to put... That wasn't his voice at all. What the fuck? You're here for me. I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. What word about Minfilia? She's not taken it well. I ask you to speak with her. My attempts to reach out have seemed to have the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Horatorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil. But just talk to her, will you? Sure. Let's go check in with Minfilia. Minfilia is down the stairs. Let's go. He's in the Horatorium, so we're gonna just take the shortcut. Now Lockely, you might say. The Horatorium's down the steps over there. But aha, I know a secret. Goodbye, ankles. Hello, Horatorium. See? Easy peasy. Also, I fucking love this wall. Like, tell me this isn't the coolest. Look at this fucking wall. Look at all this fucking clockwork and stuff. I love it. I love it. Amazing. I want something like that for like an interior shot in Sky Shard. Like, this feels like very Ampera-like for me. Anyway. And Philly appears to be lost in thought. Maybe a gentle poke will get her attention. Sure. / poke. Hey, Eartham and Philia. Oh, Lockely. What are you doing here? Tancred sent me to check out on you. Tancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless. And now, it's my fault. Then you'll be wanting to get those herbs for the healers, or you can make up for it by being there for him. Yes. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right. I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs to safely to Chesimil. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I'd hate to delay any longer than I already have. I'm looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you could bring them directly to Chesimil. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you. I appreciate the help. I'm looking for herbs that are distinctly medicinal. Is it these? No scent whatsoever. Are you these? Smells of fruit. Where are you? Is it you? Soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. Let's go. Oh, I have to get a second. I have to get a second one. Is it these over here then? Yes. Cool. Let's go up to Chesimil. Sad Shadowbringers music. You know, it's good the Crystarium has the big shields, because as a city, it would be awful to try to defend. Just thought. Oh, she's already beat me here. Okay. Ask someone who looked like they knew what they were doing, and they pointed me towards the herb I was looking for right away. Hope you didn't have too much trouble with yours. I see you got roped into helping. Some things never change, huh? Ah, Minfilia told me that you would be bringing the rest. Elven dill. A potent medicinal herb that very much smells like a part. So named so for its pointed leaves. Its pointed leaves like their pointed ears, huh? Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with that bit of medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. Good to know. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts have saved more than a few. With Sparagatics at good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. I don't know how to say that. Spragiax? Spagiarix? I don't know how to pronounce that. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? I believe that's a child. No, that was a man. We do. Was there something you needed? Should I continue on with that voice? No. Because he's a recurring character, I'm going to see him later. I need you to tell him something. For me. My dearest friend, you see. He was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Varthry said is true, if our losses are just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they're doing is wrong, and I don't think that we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So, I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in. Please. We'll tell him, you have my word. Or is it more like, you have my word? Thancred has that sort of like voice that sort of goes up and then back down. Where are you, Thancred? I know you're my person I gotta talk to here. There you are. The best way out. Thancred seems keen to quit the infirmary. If you're ready, why not go ahead to the Ocular? You can keep both the Exarch company while I fetch Alphino. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on the message, eh? Yeah, of course. Hold on, one second. Okay. There was an FC ad that I need to share. We're all furries here. And if we're not, well, what's your problem, man? It's 2021, get a fursona. Anyway. Pobs now actively recruiting. We are an 18+ queer, furry-oriented, rank 12 FC with a medium house, Discord, and more ooh-woo that you can shake a lolla at. Send me a tell for more info. Awoo! So anyway, there's a furry FC here on on Primal. I want... Can I look at... I want to look at their FC house. You have a party finder? No. I'm looking you up. Hold on. I have to look them up. I have to look them up. They are 100% a furry. Pause and Moz is the name. Big Furry, twitch.tv/Cosmic Stoat. Cosmic, are you streaming? Let's find out. Twitch.tv/.
Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm a variety streamer.
They are not. But they do exist. So I'm gonna throw them a follow. Show me your FC. You company profile. Pause and Moz. In the battle between Pause and Moz, we are all winners. But what about Tails? Furin Games Lair. May your... Okay. Somebody has pingeth me. 1 second. Ba -da -da Okay, let's go on. I'm still ghostly on Discord. I need to fix that. You want me this with the crystal eggs, Hawk? Yes, sir. Let me in. Welcome, my dear friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you. What is his voice? Though I confess I have found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have to thank you for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I'm saying. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shirk from that which must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief. And if ever should regret be my constant companion, I will follow in the path I have chosen to its end. We have some time before the others arrive if you'd like to talk. If I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one might even know? No. I believe you have enough burdens without me adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. We can talk, buddy.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
We have. Oh, hi.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
Do we have you on Link Pearl?
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
And that is?
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
Yeah. We're coming for him.
Your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects.
True.
There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
Correct.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser sin-eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a sin-eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Oh.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do! I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now.
Be nice, Emmett.
The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
Okay, just be a jerk.
Concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be?
Man, he calling you out now, Thancred.
Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
Who put you in charge?
I'll meet you at the gates.
What a dick. Alright, what's everybody got to say? If this is the course you have agreed upon, I will not object, though I am afraid it will be difficult for us to spare any guard to accompany you. I can but promise that you will be well looked after upon your return, just so that you do return, alright? If only I'd been able to locate Calusia's Light Warden, it might not have come to this. I can't imagine what Thancred must be feeling to behave this way. To say he's changed since coming here would be an understatement. He may as well be a different person. He reminds me of Father. He argued with us for months about our plan to go to Eorzea, but in the end he accepted our decision. I do hope he's doing well. Minfilia demonstrated impressive resolve just now. It seems that she understands what must be done, though I do wonder if she's truly prepared to make the choice. Should she falter, it will fall to Thancred to guide her, however much he wishes it were otherwise. Though Thancred hath long known whither this path doth lead, his journey hath brought him no closer to acceptance. Will you never grow tired of my shuffling of your... Will you never grow tired of shuffling your feet? If you have something to ask, ask. Tell me about Zodiark. Okay. As I told you before, Zodiark is a creation of my people, the first people. We summoned him, as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one. And like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There is no such resisting of such power. And so we Ascians came to exist solely upon bringing about the rule of darkness. His darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it, and they would be fools. That is, though it's only to be expected, given their innate inability to conceive of the nature of our universe. But I believe I am repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really, I have no need of deception, and even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. This is why talking to Emmett's important. Emmett just over here dropping lore bombs. Now he's saying the Ascians are tempered? Huh. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Alright, where are we going? Ah, I can't mount. It's really annoying. Let's go to the gates. I need some water. Thank goodness for auto run. Fine, I'll have more water. I just ran past the game world just blink out of existence for a second? What the fuck was that? Hey, there's some Crystarium guard. Cutscene time! Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. Are you sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how can we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you're prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Yulmoran airship coming in to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now, Nabatharang lies somewhere in the southern reaches of Almarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Sook. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Nabath Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance at a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Omors caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients. We can be sure that our activities would not meet with Vothri's approval. It will then make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. When you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Omorans' attention elsewhere, to the area in the east I know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have a chance at reaching Nabatharang unopposed and without risk to the civilians. I cannot deny that it is a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting any attention. With that in mind, I think it best we follow the road to the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow tomorrow for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Later! We'll catch you on the other side, I suppose. We got Minfilia and her two dads heading to Almarang. Gotta jump the chain. Alright, so we're meeting up with Thancred over here. Somewhere? Ah, on the road. Let's talk to everybody. Would that we had thy safe the surety of the... Jesus Christ, Urian J. Would that we all had thy surety of purpose. We need to move quickly. The longer the others need to keep the Omorans busy, the more likely they are to be caught. There you are. The gate leading to Almarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reason to be cautious as is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Oh, Thancred, you do care. Let's head over to Almarang the long way. Who shall walk among us upon our return, I wonder. Almarang lies just beyond the gate. You need only speak to the sentry. I'm ready. Let's go. Off so soon, Master Makaraka. You've barely had time to recover from the battle. We gotta go to the gates. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in position to question you. Let's go. The good music's
Take
back.
comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garik lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth.
Gremlin Mel, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Mayhap they are spent, or mayhap
Gremlin raid.
can yet be heard below.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, everyone. Sorry, we just got to Amarang on the second half. Thank you for the shout out for them, Zelo. What were you up to? Playing Among Us? Among Us? I'm doing well. How are you? Oh. Hi, Raiders. Hello. Welcome in. I'm Lockely Fox. I'm a variety streamer, just so that you know. Play all kinds of games. Currently, I'm trying to make it through Shadowbringers in time for Endwalker. But we do all kinds of stuff. We just had a Half-Life 2 stream for Halloween the other night, and we did some Super MRL for the drops. All kinds of stuff. Collab night. Got imposter too many times. Yeah, it's fun to get imposter every once in a while, but if you get it too many times, then people just start booting you out at like first vote. It's no fun that way. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Okay. Sound though Mistress Alize's logic was, I fear the road less traveled hath other perils in store for us. A village so near, how convenient. Yeah, I haven't played Among Us in a while. That's, I've been wanting to play it, but it's been, like, getting a group of people together to play it, is, like, I think everybody got burned out on Among Us, honestly, for a bit. Want to play it again, though. What you gotta say, Miniphilia? This place has been scarred by the flood, too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it's mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of my time I spend upon it for granted. Oh, I'm getting more gear. Cool. Better open that. Oh, that's a big upgrade, too. Well, time to put on a stupid face mask. Let's just make that go away. Yeah, I was super excited for them to come out with the airship update, and then we played like 3 matches and then we never played it again. But apparently they're coming out with like what, roles or something, kind of like Werewolf, or those other like hidden identity games. So I'm interested. Maybe I can convince some people to play again. We did play a little too much back in the day, though. Thancred's gazing with interest at the nearby village. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes, but you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here could tell us what to expect from the road ahead. Oh, right, I don't have flying in this zone. Don't you aggro on me! Goose has tons of rolls. Yeah, I know that they're adding at least 1 to the imposter, but I think they said they had like 4 or 5 rolls total planned from what I saw, but they're like being super quiet about it, so what can I get? Oh, I can get gear here. I bet. Sell those. I bet that I'm probably a little, I guess not. Oh right, I have a Amarang thing. Not Amarang, what am I saying? Yeah, actually nothing is worth grabbing. Cool. What level is this? 76. It might be worth grabbing. Let me grab the machinist stuff. I'm currently playing FF14. The new expansion's coming out in like 17 days or something like that. So I'm trying to get this character caught up for the expansion so I can play through him on the new expansion when it releases. But I have people in my community who haven't played through Shadowbringers, so I'm normally playing through it rather than just speeding through it off stream like I normally would. Let's grab all these, because they're going to be better for my aiming set. About like 2.5 more zones for the base expansion, and then my plan is, because there's 5 patches worth of story, my plan is to zip through the first 2 patches off stream, because it's a little bit of setup for what comes in the 3rd patch, but not like not super important. So I'll do those off stream, and then I want to do the 3rd patch on stream because it's like super fucking cool. And then I'm probably gonna just like do the highlights of the 4th and 5th patches for the setup for the expansion. So yeah, so basically let me do the world map here. So when we started the game, we had Calusia, the bottom half of it. I had a friend help me get the top. And, well, basically, it's an MMO. But unlike most other MMOs, the storyline is the most important thing in FF14. Like, the combat's amazing when you get to high level. The raids are awesome. All that stuff. But the storyline is the main point. So, what they do is they give you a main storyline that's fully complete with each expansion. And then there's always 5 patches afterwards, 3 of which finish off like whatever loose threads there were from the main storyline for that expansion, and 2 which set up the next expansion. It's like really cool. So you can literally play this like it's a standard JRPG, which is what I'm doing. Let's talk to Zun. Please tell me he's voiced. He's not. The camera didn't pan down.
The finest organic suspension ever devised.
Thank you, Nurgle. I will have a sip of coffee before I have to do Zun's voice. You sell? No, you are no merchant. But then, why do I know your face? Oh, I remember you spent the velvet gold. Yeah, I did. Not your coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among Mord traders. You're a traveling merchant, then. Can you tell us anything about this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now, none. So, Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we can continue south from here, we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the zone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think the Mord might have some kind of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free, even. To friends of our best customers. Well, hopefully they have a path. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. So basically, just the gist of what we are currently doing is, we're currently in a world that has been overrun by light. And there are big creatures called light wardens hiding in each of them that sort of keep it covered in light. And we're hunting them down and killing them. And then because I am a person with what's called the blessing of light, I got isekai'd to this world. I am absorbing all of that light into me and bringing back the night sky. So we have destroyed 3 light wardens. We have 2 left to go. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. Let's find out. Okay, let's talk to people. I bet I can walk in here. I can, and there is someone. Shul, a hot dog. Oh, that's a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatharang these days. I do know a trolley that once went here. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines in the hills of Atma. It was locked behind a gate, however. I assume that they will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being much use. Take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. Well, that was actually really useful information from our first person. Hi, Real. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind what they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt the rusted wires would bear your weight. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by, Gremlin Mel. Appreciate it. Go get yourself something to eat. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. Hi, Gone. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Omorans have one out here. You can ask for them to take you. Though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gongon's words. Yeah, because we're definitely going to let the Yomorans fly us. Alright, Thancred, what'd you find out? Ah, Lockely. I'm afraid I've learned little use of how to reach Nabatharang. The Yomoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely of Amarang, they have been no sightings as Yomorans at all in the hills of Amber. Perhaps we could take that as a sign that Alize's plan has borne fruit. Do you have any luck finding a route forward? A bit of paper with gondola from cliffs, potential death trap scrawled upon it. A bit of paper with hills of Amber trolley behind gate scrawled on it, and a bit of paper with airships, Yomoran presence confirmed, scrawled on it. So these are options. Well, what do you think? We could try the gondola. Might die, but Can we get an airship anywhere? Not from Vothri, obviously. Gate aside, the trolley seems the most feasible. We can try the gondola. Might die, but I'd rather not if that's all the same for you. If it went poorly, we could simply wave our hands and vanish into the ether like Y'shtola. Not that I would recommend it, even if we could. Can we get an airship anywhere? Not from Vothri, obviously. We could perhaps use Amara, but even from a distance, I can't imagine the Olmoran army wouldn't spot us if we were to travel by air. Gate aside, the trolley seems the most feasible. It does seem the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer some insight. I don't want to talk to Zunzun anymore. Zunzun's voice hurt my throat. He's eyeing me with curiosity. Oh, valued customers! Were the board of any help? Of a fashion, they told us of a trolley that runs to Nabatharang, at least. But am I correct in thinking there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yes, the gate, you see, it is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the talus. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I don't even know if it yet exists. Well, shit. I do not know yet. You should travel east to Mount Brian Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time, if anyone knows what happened to the Talos. It would be them. Thank you, you've been of great help. Well, we're off to Mount Baran then. Let's hope that someone there will answer our questions. I can speak. I'm able to speak words like a normal human being. And I believe that I'm going to be getting another piece of gear. Let's go ahead and place these in the armory chest for later. Where's my stupid hat? There it is. Mayhap the pall of light is the root of this land's desolation, or mayhap the fault lies with man and his insatiable greed. What a sight. Oh, pardon me. It's a bit daunting, isn't it? I suppose. My best Starscream? I don't even know Starscream's voice. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now, we only need to follow it until it comes to the mines. I fucking love this music. I swear it sounds like Moby made it. This drags me like kicking and screaming back to like atmospheric EDM music from fucking the 1990s. It's like calming. A desert coyote. Get away from me, gnome. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. How am I supposed to jump on this? Oh, I almost did it. Can I catch it? Can I catch it? No. Can I do it from like over here, maybe? Maybe. Oh, fuck. Leave me alone! I want to go home and be all normal! Ha ha ha! Take that, coyote. I'm going to gain the experience on machinist / lookout. No? Maybe. There we go. I was targeting the coyote. Alright, Yuri NJ, what do you got up? Leave me alone! By what means did they harness the necessary ether? Okay, let's go talk to Miniphilia. The lever can't have been designed for one person to operate. Yeah, it was probably designed for a Talos to operate. Look how big it is. Dude, it's bigger than us. Bit of a mess, isn't it? The mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can't deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Orion J's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. I did find something. I found an ether current. Gotta click on that swirly boy. Swish, swish. Though I don't think that that's what I was supposed to be looking for. Oh, I see something glowy down here. Yeet! Oh, my legs. Trolley car. The mentions within its existence must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it's clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Iron rail. Oh, this is It's not buckled, it's like raised? Maybe it's like brakes? Flecks of rust adorn the trails, but nevertheless they appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. Is this Talos gonna be my other one? No. Maybe it's something inside? Aha! Conspicuous cup. Excuse you, desert coyote, now you die! I was willing to let you be alone, be perfectly fine, but you have decided to attack me. What is with coyotes and attacking foxes, man? Why can't we all be friends? One less stinky coyote in the world. Cup is slightly warm and with a fair amount of tea, steeped over long if the color's any indication, remains within. I like how I had to dunk on whoever's tea was left. So there's somebody around here, clearly. This is like a Murloc encampment. Orion J, please tell me this is a cutscene. Ah, Lockely, what hast thou discerned? Wow. Fucking rude, man. Ah, Lockely, what hast thou discerned? I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussions ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching the tracks look like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems on the source. Nor does it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggests a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. Without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. Why, we might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything in working order? Whoever's maintaining the cars and rails must know something we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Lockely, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses to the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go, then. Who's hiding? Who's hiding? Let's find out who's hiding. It's not just coyotes and gnomes. Jesus. Stop following me. Leave me alone, coyotes and gnomes. I don't want anything to do with you. What's up, suspicious man? What? Where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here of that, I'm sure. And you have no business being alive, sir. You attacked me with an axe. This is self-defense. Everyone saw it. It's on tape. Let's go. Let's go, suspicious man. I'm gonna kick your ass. Why were you watching me, huh? Why are you gonna tell me anything? You're just gonna swing your axe? You're terrible at this. You've barely done any damage to me. You've barely scratched me. What are you? RSVP that guy, you are correct. I believe we have to go talk to Thancred again, so hopefully we can make it back there without aggroing the entire zone. I don't understand why this one particular location is just filled with enemies. Nowhere else in the world is like this. They elected to take up arms against us, though the outcome was plain from the first. I feel a bit bad for them. That's smart. We won't let you. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we'd need to steal, what, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd, we're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you'd come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thafi, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her to the world's end. On the journey, they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have a rather large concerns in fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me the strength. This is the point that turned me on Orion J. This is where Orion J became a character that I actually liked. If I may, we're actually searching for a means for which to travel to Nabatharang. We're hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley! You should have led with that from the start. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training. Jarek and Thafi at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does the repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's need of transport to these days. There's little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovations to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once more would make my heart soar, mark my words. You hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we can do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever it is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. Well, it looks like you'll be following us back to Twine, then. Doth thou seek the sorcerer's wisdom, young one? Orion J has gone full LARP. A quest for lost love. Perhaps that could have been me had things been different. Come to think of it, Orion J always was fond of fairy tales. Daffy's ready to guide you to Twine, where you might meet the mysterious Magnus. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though, you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd come out by now. Oh yeah, I beat the shit out of him. He's like back there bleeding out. You think he'll be alright? That's well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look just in case. You go on ahead, Taffy. Alright. Looks like it'll just be the you lot and me then. Let's not try to let anything take a bite out of you on the way to the rail yard. Okay. Alright, y'all. Clockwork Mayhem, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I very much appreciate the follow. Okay. Well. This is, we've been streaming for about 3 hours, so this is generally where I cut things off. Lonesome Fox Gaming also, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. So let's see. Who can we pass? Cheshire Mousecat, thank you for the follow. Thanks everyone so much. Let's see, is Harbus still streaming? I like to toss it over to him every once in a while. No. But, let's see, let's see. Okay. Let's get things sorted here. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm just checking to see what's going on with another streamer. I have an idea of who I'm going to send everybody to. But I'm waiting for an ad to finish playing because it's Twitch. Okay. Okay, they look like they're about to end, actually. Thanks, Twitch. Thank you, Twitch. Would have saved us 30 seconds. You know who's probably not going to end soon? Seda. We're going to go to Seda. Yes, okay, so, 1 second here, 1 second here. Sorry, I have a few things that go all at once. That's not the right one. Let's go here. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the raid. We're going to head over to visit Seda now. If you want to check me out, please, again, toss me a follow if you haven't already. Otherwise, hop in my Discord. We have a fun time there. You'll get stream notifications and you get to chat outside of everything else. So, we're going to head on over there. Say hi to Seda for me. Send him a nice, good Fox raid. Otherwise, you know, you can toss me a follow on Twitter or social media. I'm around everywhere. Okay. Good night, everyone. I'll see you on Thursday. We'll pick this right back up where we left off. Well, we'll be a little further ahead. I'm just going to skip the railroad part because it's really, like, just filler. But thanks all. Have yourselves a wonderful night. And until next time.